All right. Good morning, everybody. Early morning crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon here from Los Angeles, California. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. And make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the YouTube. Shauna Ross, North Carolina. Tony Pinkston from Philly. Barbara Brown. Eldridge. Elijah Morgan. Mafoose. Ray Fountain. Stacy Alugas. Stacy, I have not chatted with you in a long time. You got to connect. Stan Williams. Sharon Landry. Shayna, about to get paid. Robinson from Richmond. Gina Ray from Philly. Clevie Stewart. Lorna Vasquez. Nicholas Martinson. Melinda McAdams. Moshe Knockemout Frazier. Darnell Abram from the OKC. Eric White from Charlotte. Antoinette. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be dispensing financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There are 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make it happen? Choose a vehicle like KGX, take action, remain focused, and don't get distracted. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the most that we can ask for. So good morning, Shane West, Lance Hunt, Court Gomes, Ace One, Andrea Bernard from New Jersey. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for YouTube. So let's go ahead and get screen sharing started up here. Share screen. All right, the first article I'm actually going to read about is something that I am about to start studying that I have been neglecting for a while now. And I did not put it in the subject box because I know the moment I do so, I'm going to have 1,001 wannabe professionals shooting me links and messages and wanting me to get a part of their masternode programs, and I don't want to deal with all that. But I am researching this aspect of the crypto space, masternodes. And so I have no problem as I learning it together with all of you. This is one weak point that I have in the crypto space. Masternodes, what are they? What's the significance of them? How are people making money off of masternodes? But before we get started on the masternodes, let's take a look at the market. Let's see here. Coin market cap. What is it telling us? Well, 128 billion total market cap. I don't know. That looks like that has lost some. What was it last night? 53.7% BTC dominance. I don't remember. I think it was 126 billion last night. So might have gained 2 billion in the market. Why am I thinking 130? I don't know. Anyways, the market looks mixed. Bitcoin is still up 2.2% over the last 24 hours, 3,900. Ripple is up. Ethereum's up. Stellar's up. Stellar is number 4. Huh. Took Bitcoin Cash. EOS. Let's see. EOS is having a hit. Tether's in the green. Tether's back up to $1 even. That's interesting. Bitcoin SV took a hit. What's the top 24 coins? What the heck? The free coin is up 456%. Can we say pump and dump? Although this has been a coin that has pumped and dumped multiple times, it looks like. 456%, really? Waves is up 55%. Why? Any news come out about Waves that I don't know about yet? Let's see. Nexo, ODM, ODEM, Stratus, Binance coins up 16%. Maker, NEM, Zcash, CoinDX, 5.38%. Tron, 5.28%. Neo, 3.99%. All right, now, you know what I have not done? Last night, I did a private crypto talk learning lesson for our KGX community only. And I actually was showing you guys some live trades. And let's look at this a little closer. Last price, 3,954. 24-hour high, 4,079. 24-hour low. So the 24-hour low was 3,772. So that meant it should have hit my, yep, it did. Remember I did a trade last night? I bought when it went down to 38.70. Remember that? Now, what's the price right now? $39.51 is the current price. So if I were to sell right now, I would sell at a profit, which meant I'd make money. $39.54. I bought it at $38.70. $39.54. I like it another. Let's look at this. $38.70. Well, let's go back 24 hours. So here's where I bought. If I was paying attention last night, if I sold it here, do you know how much profit that is? That's a big profit. But even if I sell here, that's still a profit. So I'm going to do another live thing, only this time I'm actually doing it live. Let's see. Do I still see that whale out there? 25 Bitcoin. Is that the high? There it is, 50. So this dude's got a sell order in at $39.84. What about his buy order? I think this is a bot anyway. A buy order at $39.15, right? That's his buy order. We're already past that. We're at $39.46 was the last. $39.15? Yeah, you've got a buy order at $39.15. The way this market is moving right now, I am going to assume that it's going to get back to the 4,000 range. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell at 4,000 even. All of it. Sell. All right. So now I bought at 3,800. I'm going to sell at 4,000. We'll see. Will it hit $4,000 today? 24-hour high was 4,079, but I don't care if it hits it today or tomorrow. I'm not doing daily multiple micro trades. I am practicing here. I'm practicing a theory that I have on how to make money by following some of the buy-sell orders already on the chart. So I don't have to do my own figuring out myself. I'm going to piggyback off of what these freaking whales are doing. If dude is willing to spend $200,000, obviously he's confident about something. So I'm going to follow their pattern. If I didn't use that one, I would have followed this dude. He's got a $100,000 sell order in there for. And he's got it at 40.29. I did mine at 4,000 even. You see that? What other? His sell for orders at 39.84. I'm going a little bit higher than that. So we'll sit back and we'll see if that, you know what? I won't even look at it till maybe tonight when I do late night crypto talk tonight. All right, you guys got some free stuff because normally I will only show that to the private community, but I didn't check it this morning. I got up this morning and I had to get the kid to school and all that good stuff. All right, so anyways, what are masternodes and what differs them from mining? Let's put this in here. I need my Bluetooth. Okay, master nodes. You guys should still be able to hear me with make sure my Bluetooth is on. No, it is not. All right, there we go. What are master nodes and what differs them from mining? Masternodes are full nodes that allow their operators to perform advanced functions that are crucial for running a blockchain. Masternodes are different from crypto mining, although they have a connection with it, as node operators receive rewards from every solved block. According to CoinGecko's third quarter 2018 cryptocurrency report, there was an increase in interest in masternode space, which was probably due to a bearish market that knocked crypto prices down. Oh, and someone asked me this, it's got a message. Here's something. Let me go back to Polonius just real quick. People that don't understand. The news and media want you to sell when everything's going down. What did I do? I put a sell order in on the high. I put a buy order in on the low. It should be common sense. But if you listen to Bloomberg, MSNBC, CNBC, Business, all that crap, they even said, don't buy the dip. That was the dumbest thing I have heard in a long time. Now I'm looking at this chart again. It's making me a little nervous. This is why I hate doing some day trading. I see the split happening, and I see the trend is going down. So not going close to the 4,000, but below 39,500. It might go all the way down to 3,800. See this bottom line? It's about to split. So this means my trade ain't going to hit. It might take a while. And by a while, meaning maybe a day for it to get back up to the 4,000. And you know what I'm going to do? When it hits that 4,000 and it sells, then I'm going to put a buy order in at a lower, because the market's always bouncing up and down. I'll put a buy order in maybe $150 less or $100 less. And then I'll put a sell order in for like $100 more. All I'm doing here is I'm not pulling this money out. I'm just accumulating Bitcoin. I'm just going to accumulate it over and over and over again till I get to my $10,000 mark. Then I'm going to be doing it big time. So I'm just experimenting, just so you guys know. All right, let's go back. What are master nodes? Newcomers to the crypto world often found trouble understanding all different crypto-related terms and other aspects of this vast space. Some of the more common questions, apart from which coins to invest in, include asking about such things as masternodes. The term masternode is often casually mentioned in crypto-related discussions without anyone bothering to explain it properly. That was my frustration. I remember when I was asking about masternodes, and nobody could explain it to me. And then you have people giving me, you should get in this opportunity, this masternode. What is it? They couldn't explain to me either. They're just making money off of it. This is what we will cover today with the addition of CoinGecko's recent report on masternodes in third quarter 2018. So what are masternodes? Let's start simple by first answering the question, what are masternodes? Simply put, masternodes are servers that can be found on decentralized networks. It has unique functions that make it different from ordinary nodes, since ordinary nodes typically cannot complete such functions. They include numerous features, including things like instant transactions, private transactions, and direct send. Each network has its master nodes with unique features and their pros and cons. That way, no two master nodes are alike, and every system approaches them differently. However, like master nodes can be quite rewarding and are closely connected to crypto mining, they are also an entirely different thing, and a lot of newcomers mistakenly confuse the two. I'm still confused. Let's see if this can shed some light. Since master nodes can do much more than regular nodes, running them also involves a more significant investment. However, those who run master nodes are also very motivated, as they are rewarded for doing so via a portion of block rewards. Depending on the network, master nodes operators may be rewarded once per day or even several times per day. However, it is essential to understand that master nodes are not mining. A lot of people also mistakenly assume that master nodes are an extension of POS. where cryptos are not mined but staked. However, this is also not true, as POW project can use master nodes as well, proof of work. Running a master node allows operators to generate a passive income by simply holding on to their coins, which is a method similar to how stakes work in proof of stake. It is different from mining, as earning money doesn't require obtaining expensive crypto mining gear. The money earned by running a master node depends on various factors, which means that there is no simple answer. Each project works differently. Each master node is unique. But one thing that remains true is that running a master node can be very profitable if you select the right coin, and its value surges in time. I wonder how we can get a master node on green, how to set that up. Recently, CoinGecko has released its fifth report on cryptocurrency and its most notable aspects, with the first one being in third quarter 2017. These reports usually provide investors, developers, and crypto enthusiasts alike with a lot of insight, which is what makes them very valuable. When it comes to masternodes, CoinGecko announced a growing interest in the space, which was initially noticed by their partner, Masternodes Online. The report claims that the number of masternodes has been growing rapidly, likely due to the bearish market, since investors were prevented from making a profit via trading. They turned to alternative methods such as running a masternode. Even so, the report claims that among the top 10 masternodes in terms of market cap, only 3 have seen a positive return in the third quarter of this year. Bulwark with plus 52%, Wager 25%, Alco with only 3%. Okay, I know a little bit more than I did before. I still have a lot of studying to do on masternodes, but I'm curious about it because it is a way people are making a lot of money. And if they're making money in crypto, I want to know how. All right, let's talk about breaking well alert. 257 million worth of Bitcoin were sent from an inactive address. This is the type of stuff that if you're trading, you are paying attention to. Why? Because imagine, let's look at Polonius, for example. Imagine you got this well here with $198,000. Can you imagine if it all of a sudden 100 million hits the charts, or 5 million and 10 million at a time? They can manipulate the whole market, positive or negative, up or down. That's important. So, and like I said, see this going down. 39.42. It was at 39.50 a second ago. 24-hour change, 1.34%. I don't even think Coinbase is caught up yet. Let's see. Coinbase is still showing 2.22%. So yeah, it's starting to come down just a bit. Anyways, I got my buy order in place. So a couple of minutes ago, one of the top 20 wealthiest Bitcoin addresses had sent an enormous amount of 66,233 BTC, which worth a little more than $257 million. This address hadn't been active since 2014. See, that makes people nervous. You haven't moved the coin in 4 years. Why now? The destination is unknown as of writing these lines. It's most likely an OTC address, since such huge amounts can cause severe dumps very easily. The amount of Bitcoins that were sent is even higher than the last day's trading volume of Binance, 205 million, and Bitfinex, 155 million. The following is a screenshot from the transaction, and it's still unconfirmed. So they, I told you there's people watching these accounts. The moment money was moved, triggered red flags. Look at this, 257 million. Now, what could be the outcome It sounds horrifying for the bulls. However, in case the destination is the OTC market, there should be no significant effect on the secondary markets, the exchanges. This is coming from the reason that for every trade, there are basically two sides, a buyer and a seller. In the less likely scenario that the destination is an exchange, then the situation might get very choppy for Bitcoin. This might turn out to be a price manipulation. See, there we go. And can lead a dump of Bitcoin's price to the $3,000 area. Always keep in mind that any seller, especially who sells such amount, would like to maximize its average selling price and not to maneuver the price. All right, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Let's go over Max Kaiser brushes off crypto bear, the market, and says that Bitcoin will gobble up all fiat. Really? I don't agree with that, but let's see why he says that. Max Kaiser, Wall Street vet and host of Kaiser Report, is not fazed by the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency bear market. In a new interview with Bitcoinist, Kaiser predicts Bitcoin will rise to over $100,000. I agree with that. The Bitcoin price got way ahead of itself, and we saw a typical pullback. Since I first started buying BTC in 2011 at $1, man, if I could go, knowing what I know now, just let me go back in time 10 years. Let me go back in time 10 years. 2008. Man, he said, I've seen a few of these. The long-term chart is fine. It's still bullish. He's correct. When asked why the crypto market has tumbled in unison with the stock market, he says that it's mostly due to the way we perceive the digital currency. I think the market sees Bitcoin as a risk-on asset, so it moves in unison with stocks. At some point, the market will understand that Bitcoin, like gold and cash, is a risk-off asset. When the market realizes this, we'll see ATH as safe haven. Capital flight money moves into Bitcoin. I agree with that as well. Kaiser also thinks we need to see the bigger picture of how Bitcoin is being used all around the world. When asked about the rising BTC volume in Venezuela, a country in crisis due to hyperinflation, Kaiser says, against the Bolivar, Bitcoin and gold have had incredibly powerful upward moves. Only using the USD to map Bitcoin's performance and impact is short-sighted and misleading. Think global. I agree with that, especially after reading that article yesterday about the meter. Remember that? Not pegging Bitcoin to the US dollar or any other fiat, but what about pegging it to something that's more universal? Electricity. That really caught my attention. I'm going to have a real close eye on that one. Kaiser doesn't think Venezuela's new oil-backed coin Petro, or any other coin for that matter, presents any real competition to Bitcoin. Calling Bitcoin a monetary black hole that will gobble up all fiat, Kaiser says, only Bitcoin has the power to create a fiat-free world while simultaneously destroying all that get in the way. I disagree with that. But, you know, this is interesting. What was that? Was that Forbes? No, or LA Times that did an article that said the only currency worse than the Bolivar is Bitcoin, when it's the complete opposite that's in effect. But I don't agree that Bitcoin is going to gobble up all the other fiats. That's not going to happen. He did admit that humans may never see that day. What does he mean by that? Humans may never see that day, and that Bitcoin might only be used by our robot successors after we die off from an ecological holocaust. But those are small details. Okay. So, in other words, he also doesn't think it's going to happen. Not in our lifetimes, but stranger things have happened. Both my grandfathers are dead and gone. But if you ask them if they were ever see the day that there would be a black president of the United States, they'd look at you like you were crazy. It happened, not in their lifetime, though. My lifetime. So crazier things have happened. So more broadly, Kaiser brushes off bear market fears and doubts. All right, last article up. Bitcoin price will hit new all-time highs in 2019, says the CEO of Coin. How do you pronounce that? I've never heard of that before. Quoine. All right. Bitcoin price will likely reclaim or surpass its all-time high by the end of 2019, guesstimated Mike Kayamori. The Coin chief told Bloomberg in an interview that while it is difficult to predict how much time Bitcoin will take to establish a new peak, he is sure it would touch it nonetheless. I agree with that. Adding that he believed Bitcoin bottom is near, Kayamori stated that the market would not show any significant bullish corrections until the end of this year. But after the new year, a lot of catalysts could influence a sustainable rally in the Bitcoin market. Japanese regulators are starting to open up again. They are going to approve new exchanges. They are going to approve new listings. All of these things will start from the new year. Kayamori explained while linking the growing compliance with the influx of institutional investments into the Bitcoin space. The global trend is to accommodate these high-frequency traders. There is going to be this dealers, brokers who will be offering crypto to their retail customers. And there are these OTC brokers who will be providing services to institutional investors. Code word, rich people. Bitcoin bottom. Bitcoin joined the list of worst performing crypto assets this year, especially in November, during which the digital currency lost 37% of its market cap. Since its plunge, investors have expected the market to bottom out and rebound strongly. Nevertheless, strong resistance levels continue to cap the latest upside correction attempts, indicating that bears can still breach below the newfound support near 3,500. What the heck? BitConnect pumper Trevon James claims the Bitcoin price is going to zero. What is this clown talking about? And how is he even trending? I'm going to have to look at that in a second. Caught my attention over here. The interview saw a considerable time spent on discussing the so-called bottom and how miners were discontinuing their Bitcoin mining operations, citing losses due to lower than even Bitcoin token value. While Kayamori recognized that the digital currency drillers were not able to earn back their potential investments, he thought the development in a broader sense was positive. If there are enough miners that are going out of business, that means equilibrium is near, he said. When you look at how markets overshoot both up and down, you can probably say it's close to the bottom. Other factors. According to a recently published A.T. Kearney report, Bitcoin will likely recapture the biggest portion of the cryptocurrency market in 2019, as worthless coins call it quits. The growing regulatory scrutiny will make it difficult for new projects to raise funds more freely, bringing investors' focus back to the original cryptocurrency. I agree with that. Meanwhile, whether the Fed Reserve would hike interest rates or not should also have a direct correlation with the future Bitcoin price action. Rising interest rates have cooled off speculation all across the market in 2018, not just Bitcoin. Therefore, a pause in the interest rate could bring investors back to the crypto market. Despite every strong fundamental factor, the value of Bitcoin will remain unpredictable, mainly because it is a new, uncontrollable asset class. Putting an original price tag on Bitcoin is more about what the digital currency is today and what it could be in the future. Unfortunately, the market does not have a scale to measure that. Not yet. That's true. All right. I'm curious. What is Trayvon talking about? And I will put this link in the chat box. I'm surprised
he ain't like locked up or something yet. BitConnect pumper Trevon James claims the Bitcoin price is going to zero. Crypto social media personality Trevon James, who was intimately involved in the promotion of the HYIP scheme BitConnect, which eventually led to law enforcement and legal action, says in his infinite wisdom that the price will be at zero in 10 years. He has lost his freaking mind. 10 years from now, it won't matter if you bought Bitcoin at 4,000 or 3,000 because it will all be at zero. I think he's doing some kind of clickbaiting here. James' YouTube channel often features him driving around his neighborhood in Florida, talking about investing in cryptocurrencies and platforms he prefers to use, most of which have some form of affiliate program from which he benefits. He occasionally does giveaways and things of that nature. CCN has not spoken to James, but the author had previously watched a number of his videos for their entertainment value. As far as YouTube personalities go, James is certainly not the worst. And his 120,000 subscribers, people still following him, on the platform demonstrate it. Here he is in January, not long before the curtain really started to close on the BitConnect, talking about it. At that point, he was still defending BCC and its operators, saying that if they wanted to scam, they could have just left with everything already. It's important to note that this is exactly what BitConnect did do at a later time. You're probably new to crypto or not too deeply involved if you have never been scammed. It's almost a rite of passage in the space, a trend that gladly led increased number of market participants and government attention to the issue, depending on how broad the definition of a scam that is. Many ICOs meet some of the qualifications of a scam, having never delivered a product or returning funds. Then again, so do plenty of Kickstarter projects. Further tweets on the same thread reveal that the majority of his respondents feel that he will be in jail soon for his involvement in pumping BitConnect. No word on that from SEC or otherwise. In a follow-up tweet, he says the full video is the one link below, but in that video, he nowhere mentions his reasoning for the prediction. That's one thing I hate about people. If you're going to say something, back it up. Back up why. Whenever I make a statement, I back it up with some reasoning behind it, not just because I said so. There's some facts behind it. There's some sources. There's something I can point to that's going to show why I came to that conclusion. You just go tweet, oh, it's going to go down to zero. Okay, why? Well, I just think so. He also mentions the recalcitrant Bart Simpson patterns in his video. What? Will the Bitcoin price be at zero in 10 years? If the last 10 years are any indicator, the answer is no. James is doubling down on his bearish forecast, making a McAfee-style bet. If Bitcoin isn't $10 by January 1st, 2020, I'll eat my dog's poop live on YouTube. Get ready, Trevon. See, now that I've heard that, I ain't going to forget it. So we're talking about 13 months from now, and you will get called on that. I'll eat my dog's poop live on YouTube if Bitcoin ain't $10. Clown. All right. Anyways, that is it for today. I'm going to save this article for tonight. U.S. FinCEN says to include real estate cryptocurrency purchases and geographic targeting orders. Targeting orders. Texas, Florida, New York, California, Hawaii, Nevada, Washington, Massachusetts, and Illinois. Interesting. So I will cover that one tonight, late night crypto talk. Hope you guys learned something new. As always, that is the point. Let's see what's the market currently doing. Last price, $39.59. I came back up just a bit. I needed to hit 4,000 so I can make my sell order. And then when that happens, I'm going to put another buy order in. And if this starts happening rapidly, I will be doing it more frequently. I want to see how much did I do? What was it? 200. Let's see. $245 worth I'm playing with. So let's see how high up I can get this to go. And I think I'll have this like a running thing when I do my crypto talks. It forces me to look at the charts. So I got a sell order for 4,000. Oh, wait. Total USD 272. Total USD 245. Blah, blah, blah. That's when I sold it. Oh, if I sell, okay, here's what's going to happen. If I sell, I made 45, like $30 on that. That ain't bad. See, this is what I'm talking about. What if I was dealing with $10,000 and instead of me making $30, I made 300. So now you could be pulling $300 to $500 a day on your own trades, on your own money. You don't need a program to do that. You only need to know how. That is why KGX is here, to teach you how. So I'm going to keep scaling this up, and I'll do it live with you guys just to show you how it can be done. This is how I turn $30 into 300, that 300 into 700 or 1,000, that 1,000 into six figures in 4 months. There was no KGX. There was nothing like that. I just took my education and applied it. So that Nicholas, 16%, that ain't bad, right? That ain't bad at all. I might go ahead and to speed things up. Wait a minute, where's my other? I think I own Stellar. Yeah, I've got another $200 worth of Stellar. Yeah, I ain't making me no money right now. I'm gonna sell that sucker right now. I'm gonna do it live again just to show you how it's done. Let me sell my Stellar. It's already down right now anyway. Da, 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 da. All right, let's switch to Stellar. I should be doing this members only, but I'm already here. Oh, wow, look at this. It's below that bottom Behringer bar. Okay, that's a good time to sell. Sell it all. $197 worth. Sell order placed. So once that sells, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to put $197 worth of Bitcoin and I'm going to buy Bitcoin. So let's speed that up. So that'll give me about almost $500 worth of Bitcoin when all is said and done. So let's scale up from that, from $500. Let's see how high we can get it and how fast while I'm doing crypto talks. But I might have to do that more on the private zone areas. You got to pay for this. It ain't free info, not giving away. All right, everybody, have a great day. I will see you later on tonight for Late Night Crypto Talk. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye.